Hey guys, I wanted to show you Ava's activities for this week. I have a lot of activities because last week what I did was I left, if I was going to work, I left 2 or 3 like trays like this with different activities in them for my husband to do with her. And I changed them up every day. Someday I'd repeat one if it was one she really liked from the day before. But I just changed them up every day. Or every other day. I do have trays coming, so we're going to try to do more of a tray system with her, but I don't know if it's going to work. I think she's still a bit young for it, but we may give it a try. But anyway, that's why I have so many activities. We are not doing a specific letter this week. 2 reasons. One, if we were going in alphabetical order, C would be the next letter, and she already knows C. She knows the sound it makes, and she knows the name of it, and she can recognize it. I do have a few C activities, but I'm not doing like a C sensory bin and all that because she really already knows it. Also, I'm not really sure that we're going to go in alphabetical order. I've been doing some reading that it's actually best not to because there are some letters kind of right in a row that look very similar. So next week, I don't know what letter we'll do, but it won't be C, and it probably won't be D because that's so close to B. So this week we're going to really kind of try to review A and B and make sure she knows both uppercase and lowercase. She knows uppercase on both of them, and she's pretty much got lowercase on A done, but she still struggles a little bit with lowercase on B. But she knows the sound they make, so that's important. So this week we're going to focus on letters in general, reviewing A and B, adding in C. She knows a lot of others in uppercase, so just reviewing letters. I've got some other like language activities. I've got shapes, colors, numbers, and a couple practical life. So let me just go through and show you kind of in no particular order what I've got here. So for practical life, this activity we did I think 2 weeks ago, and I had it again for last week. We didn't do it last week. So I've added it in for this week again, and I don't know where my jar of beans or Cheerios is, but basically they either just sweep the Cheerios or beans or whatever into the dustpan, or you can just mark out a shape on the floor, and they can just try to sweep them into the shape. This ability to hold this and have control over it and sweeping the stuff into the shape is still something Ava's really working on. She's not great at it, so that's why I decided to go ahead and add it in this week. And then we're just going to let her do some pouring with her teapot into her teacup. So those are her 2 like practical life activities. I should also note that her St. Patrick's Day sensory table is still up, so she can use that throughout the week. Okay, so one of her letter activities, actually it's just 2 different activities. I have this cookie sheet that I got at the dollar store, and I have magnets, letter magnets. These are Melissa and Doug letter magnets. We got them as a gift, but I think they're about $10 or $11 on Amazon, and they have uppercase and lowercase. So I picked out several letters that I know that Ava knows, and some that I know she needs to work on as far as like uppercase A, lowercase A, uppercase B. Oh, that B was upside down. That came out as a Q. That's supposed to be a B. Anyway, I need to fix that. I've got a couple other of these sheets, but basically there's 2 ways we're going to do this. So for this one, I have all the letters kind of hidden in the beans, so she can go digging for them in the beans, pick them out. We'll say what letter it is, what sound it makes, and then she can find where it goes on the sheet here. And it's magnetic, so it will stick. And then the other way that we can play this is I have all of these little containers. These are from the Dollar Tree. I got them a while ago, but they do still have them. I saw them there the other day. They also make circular ones, which I didn't use. I have them, but I didn't use because I thought they'd be too small for the letters. But basically, she has to open up the container, take out the letter, say what it is, the sound, and then find where it goes on the sheet. So we did something similar with her shape puzzle last week, and that was by far her favorite activity. So I wanted to find new ways to kind of use that same idea this week. So that is what we have. I've got to fix that. Bee's going to drive me crazy now. I'm going to have to fix that. But anyway, that's what we have for that. And another kind of language activity that we have is this. I don't have all the pieces and parts pulled yet, but basically I'll take several of these cards and lay them out for her. And let's see, what do I have pulled? Several of these and lay them out for her, and then give her a bowl of objects like this and have her try to match the different objects to the cards. So this is a horse, that's a horse, that goes there. This is a fish, that's a fish, that goes there. So kind of showing her that things don't always look the same, but they have the same name, basically. This is an airplane, that's an airplane, that goes there. This is a button, that's a button, it goes there. So I have a bunch of these cards and I have a bunch of objects, and that is essentially how that activity is going to go. I don't know how well she'll do with it, but that's why we tried. So that is one. Another one is a color activity, which I know she is going to do really quickly because she knows her colors really well. But I have these color like flashcards. These ones are by Trend. And then I have this set here. I like the colors of these better. They're not going to show up well because I have horrible lighting in here, but I like the colors of these better. But I like that these ones say the color on them. So anyway, she has all these little wooden snails that are from an old board game I bought at a garage sale a long time ago called A Snail's Pace, I think. So she just will lay out the 6 colors and give her the bowl of snails, and she will match the snails to their appropriate color. So that is how that one works. And I think this one will be pretty easy for her, hopefully. She may rather play with these than match them up. That is a little bit of a problem, so we'll see how that goes. This one I think might be too hard for her, but we're going to try it. Basically, I have all the bears in here, and then I have these, I printed these off from somewhere, I can't tell you where. But if you search bear color sorting activities or printables, you'll find a bunch. So how I kind of envision us using these is putting these out with the correct color bears in a little bowl, and just have her put the purple one on the purple one, the red one on the red one. Pretty simple. Like, I don't expect her to do patterning and stuff on her own yet, but just for her to be able to match them up and to sort, basically. That's kind of what that is. This one, I forgot to grab the do-a-dot, but this will use a do-a-dot. I found this sheet online from this website, and I basically cut it apart, enlarged it, and made my own sheets. So we are going to take these sheets and a green do-a-dot and just count as we fill in the circles. And then I put the number there for number recognition, and I just did 1 through 8. So she's getting better and better with the do-a-dot marker, so that's great. Okay, this activity, I have a little car, and we're just going to, I have shapes, letters, and numbers. I originally printed it out for the shapes. We'll see which we do. But basically, she can take the car and drive it around the shape, and we'll say the name of the shape, and it's really just as simple as that. I also have letters, and there's numbers in here too. These I just put in page protectors because I didn't want to use up all of my lamination. So I think the page protectors will work fine. Okay, this is getting long. I'm sorry. I'll try to go faster. These we didn't use last week, so I threw them in this week possibly. These you basically put out on the floor, and you have, say, stand on the square, stand on the circle, put your hand on the rectangle, that kind of thing. Just to get some movement into it. Since we didn't use them last week, I decided to throw them in this week. Okay, this activity is basically just number matching, and basically I printed out 2 of each of these sheets. I got them from preschoolmom.com. I printed out 2, and then one of them I cut up, and I put Velcro on, clear Velcro, I don't know if you can see it, like that. So she just matches the 4 to the 4, and we say that's a 4, and she matches the 5 to the 5. So just gives us an opportunity to work on letter or number recognition. So that is a pretty simple one. Okay. And then along those same lines, I think I got it from the same website. It's called preschoolmom.com, and this one is shapes. I like that this could be for shapes or number recognition. And I did the same thing. I put Velcro. I printed out 2 of each, put Velcro on all the pieces, and then she'll just have to match them up. I didn't take this one out of the bag, but she'll just match them up with the Velcro. So that's that one. This one is the same thing. This is just shapes. I liked that these ones said the name of the shape on the shape. And again, I just printed out 2 copies. One I cut out, and she'll be able to Velcro them. Obviously, I'll take this out of the Ziploc bag when the time comes. I'm just too lazy, and this is getting too long. So she'll just match up the shapes. And I just laminated all this stuff with my Xyron laminator. Okay, so that is that. And then this one, I saw this idea on Pinterest, and it wasn't a printable. I just kind of made my own. Oops, sorry. Probably just looked at my ceiling fan, which by the way is dirty. I just cut out circles on, we have an Ellison die cut machine at work, so I cut out circles and made this caterpillar, and this is for number recognition. So she just finds the 1 and matches it to the 1. I have Velcro on these. 2 matches it to the 2. And I did 0 through 10 on this one. So she just matches all these up. And again, we say the name of the number as she's doing it. We're doing all of these with her, so these aren't like, it's not like independent. We're there to tell her the names of the numbers and or ask her if she knows the names of the numbers. So I think that's a really cute one. That's just a nod to C, even though we're not really doing C week. We have a few books that we have never read her The Very Hungry Caterpillar, so I thought this would be a good week for that, because we can talk about numbers and counting and all of that with it. This is a new book that we just got from Amazon. It's my best ever alphabet book. It's cute. It's got a lot going on, so I will tell you, she just really kind of jumps around with it. But I do like that it has lowercase letters somewhat on a few of the pages more prominently. The flaps are a little hard to lift. You got to go through and kind of get them all started. But she really has liked it so far, so I thought we'd read that a little more this week. This one is just a spot book, but I like that it has the numbers really clearly on every page, and then we can count. So those are just a few of the books that we're going to read. And then lastly, I have this that I got in the dollar spot at Target. I've got a couple of them. I thought we'd do some of these this week. She can just color them. We can talk about the letter. I didn't like it because it's uppercase, and everything is uppercase, and she really should be learning both. If nothing else, she should be learning lowercase first, but everything is uppercase. So, but I decided to go ahead and pull this one out this week. And then I still have these coloring sheets left from last week, and I'll print some more of B and C as well. This one I thought she could dot the A's with her do-a-dot, so I've got that kind of stuff. And then Play-Doh. She really liked the Play-Doh last week, so we'll do Play-Doh again this week as well. So that is everything I have for the week, and I'll try to take some footage of her doing some of it so you can kind of see, you know, how she does with it. Some of it is probably going to be beyond her, but we'll see as we go. So that's what we have for throughout this week, and it may even go into next week. I just kind of play it by ear. If you have any questions, let me know.